Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So we take a look first of all at the overall wave count here, then we take a look at these new additions to the chart, those arrows that I've put on the chart, and then we take a look at seasonalities because they also play a role in Bitcoin trading in crypto. Right, so we start at the moment, we can still unchanged, really unchanged, be carefully bullish here for Bitcoin. And I always have to add carefully bullish because, as I said already in previous videos, we need to be a bit flexible at the moment with Bitcoin. There are various possibilities how this whole thing can unfold. The most bullish possibility is this one here. That is the one that, where I just find the chart, let's say most likely to play out. That is here the scenario where we moved up in a wave 1, we came down in a wave 2, and we're now in a wave 3. Within this wave 3, you have subwaves. In a wave 3, you have 5 subwaves, and the first subwave was this one, the second one, this one. So basically a 1-2 pattern. And also here, we expect to be in a wave 3 now. So basically a wave 3 of a wave 3. And then in that wave 3, we also have our subwaves, here a wave 1 and a wave 2. This is currently playing out, and this is the most bullish scenario. If this really plays out, it will boost the price at least to 30K. Because not in one go, possibly, but certainly within the range what is possible. If this is playing out, because the chart is very much charged, with all these wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 setups, which means that there will be a wave 3 for each, a wave 4 and a wave 5. So this is still to be played out, So we make here assumptions, but need to see evidence in the chart that this is also playing out. This is going to play out, in my opinion, if we push above this. Well, first of all, we need to push above the previous high here, 25,200. Then we need to move above 25,750. That is a relevant resistance level, and then higher all the way up to 30K. So this is, let's say, the main scenario. We then have on the chart, and that is also an absolutely valid count. That is a where we see the entire move as a leading diagonal. That would also nicely explain why Bitcoin cannot really get out of the box here, because a leading diagonal, a leading expanding diagonal, is just what that exactly is. It's overlapping waves, possible, rather unlikely for Bitcoin, I have to say that, but also another bullish option. Here we would have seen a 5-wave move already nearly unfold. So a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and the wave 5 currently ongoing. Now in this wave 5, and this is exactly where the difficulty is at the moment, even in this wave 5, you have a 3-wave move in a leading diagonal in this case. And we could say, right, this was the wave B. We moved up in a wave A. Let me check that out again. We moved up in a wave A, we moved down in a B, and we're now moving up in a C. That is the more bullish option, but there is also the option that we say, right, we moved up in an A, we are still in the B, and the C is still to be unfolding. So again, here also a possibility where we could, with a bullish, from a bullish point of view, explain if we now go higher, possibly to 26K, because this is sort of the minimum you would expect here for a wave 5. And then come down quite hard, but we would hold above 17.6K, because then very soon you would finish off this 5-wave move in a leading diagonal, finish off the wave 5 of the wave 1, and then we would enter a wave 2 correction. Now that could come down quite a bit, depending on what kind of correction is going to play out, but let's say we go to 26K, then we could come down without a problem again to maybe after we go to 26K, possibly here to the 50% FIB level, 21.8K, 20.8, or even $19,400, without a problem, the 78.6% FIB level. In this scenario, that would not be concerning, it would actually be expected, but I wouldn't want this play out without another push to the upside. And then we've got a bearish option, and well, it's Thursday today. I will sit down tomorrow. Maybe I won't be able to do it before Saturday, and sketch out 3 bearish options for you. And I will explain what the difficulty is with these options. And that is also why I give Bitcoin currently a 60% probability in the bullish scenario. But I won't really be able to do that probably before Saturday, but let's see. But for you, important to know is that there are bearish options, of course, available. They're extremely difficult to sketch out, and the options are limited. The higher probability is for me here a move to the upside. But we also have to say, in this particular scenario here, which is my main scenario, we have to understand that there are 3 key levels that need to hold. Below each of these levels, it will get less likely that we are in the bullish scenario. And I have sketched them here on the chart because, these assumptions here that we're making, that this bullish scenario is playing out, they will, of course, be questioned and challenged should we invalidate here certain patterns and should we go below certain levels. So one such level is the 22,080 level, the lower level here of my reversal area for the current retracement. If we go below that level, it's sort of definitely keep an eye on it. Then if we drop below 20.7k, that will already be quite a bit of a challenge to the bullish scenario. And then here below 18.9k, I mean, if we go below this level, then I'm pretty sure that we are going to see a price below 17.6k. So basically 3 different stages of warning here for you on the chart. Keep an eye on that. Basically, if we drop below the yellow line as well, we dropped below the 50-day moving average as well, which is an important level just to keep an eye on, right? So I mean, the last few days here for Bitcoin, I would also have liked to have seen here that Bitcoin is finally pushing up in a wave 3. It didn't. It's currently coming down. At the moment, we can remain carefully optimistic as long as we're holding this 22,080 level. Even below that, I would probably still focus on the current wave count, but then below 20.7, that is really the level where we need to look at a possibly different wave count here and then really look at what Bitcoin is doing. Bear in mind, it still has a 40% chance to drop lower. I always have to repeat that so that you don't misunderstand the 60% probability for the upside. There is still a lot of uncertainty in the market. The only reason why I say, or there are basically 2 reasons why I'm, let's say, rather bullish, carefully bullish. One reason is obviously that we are holding here those important lows. We can count it bullish, and therefore we do. And as long as we're holding above certain levels, above certain invalidation points, any argument it will go down is pure speculation. Okay, so we need to see and base it on the evidence in the charts. And these key levels broken would be evidence that things are not playing out as they should in this scenario. Okay, the other scenario is that we see certain coins breaking out, like Ethereum, Matic, and also, by the way, that those bearish possibilities which are available are really difficult to sketch out. Okay, so that's where we are here at the moment. And if we zoom in the lower time frame here, I am nearly thinking that we are going to see here lower prices. I just posted it on the Telegram live chat here with the channel members, that the failure of Bitcoin, I mean, we talked about these levels here and we hit all the levels perfectly, but you can see how much more space we actually have in this green area to come down further in this wave 2. Now, we could count 5 waves down, but I told you we need, for the first confirmation, we actually need to break above this 23,650 level. We haven't even done that, and now we're coming down quite hard. The most bullish option we had available here was actually a leading diagonal. Even that is pretty much nearly invalidated now. So there's a good chance we come down even lower here and that we're not finished yet with this wave 2. It can be finished, but then we will need the evidence and we need to break at least above 23,650, better above 24,454. Then we can be more optimistic. At the moment, as long as we don't see an impulsive move to the upside, the downside pressure remains here on Bitcoin for now. Okay, please see the short-term movements decoupled from the medium term here. This wave count hasn't changed at all. This is still possible in the short term to be short-term bearish, but be, let's say, medium-term carefully bullish at the moment, at least. As long as these levels are holding, we need to keep an eye on that due to the uncertainty currently in the market. So lastly, before we finish, we take a look at seasonalities. I just really wanted to show you that is an average over 10 years for Bitcoin, the price, how it performed every month. You can see that August was normally quite a neutral month, maybe a little bit bullish. September is normally dropping off. Yeah, in most of the months that we had, in most of the years, the September was a bad month. So it is something, we are approaching September and something we can't ignore. It is historically just the case. The evidence is here in September. However, from October, we normally see the best months unfolding. October, November, December, normally very good months. And if we take a look at the entire year, because I had a few questions as well, January rather bearish, normally profit taking from October, November, December. And then it starts to pick up in spring, February, March, April, May. Normally good months. Yeah, June a bit quiet, but then July, August, still bullish again. Yeah, and then we see September weaker, and the remaining rest of the year is then really the biggest rally ever. Yeah. And that is the average over 10 years. So basically, historically, if we now look at that, this whole period here, yeah, just do that. The whole period here, you can see that, yeah, normally, if we look at that in terms of 10 years, there were really only 3 years where you had a bit of a red. All the other months or years were actually really positive in that period. So, you know, that shows you a certain pattern that is unfolding here. And yeah, those tend to repeat, as the evidence here suggests. Okay, and yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.